Hello, everyone. Welcome to Elite State of Mind with Jay Ariel and Chaotic Berserker. And today we are going to be covering our what is it called? The who's going to beat who for their titles in AEW. So we're basically going to talk about the champions in AEW, the current champions in AEW, who beats them, and when they beat them. Uh, it was Chaotic's idea, and what did you how did you even come up with this?
I stole it from another YouTuber,
Oh my god!
WWE YouTuber.
Oh my
Not
god!
my idea, 100% not my idea.
I mean, I never heard of anything like this. Anybody else doing something like this? So I was like,
I
oh, this is a good idea.
um he's a big WWE YouTuber. His name's Santi Zat.
Who?
He's like I like Santi Zat. He was
Oh,
on Chris Van Vliet.
mm,
So
I never
um oh
heard.
damn. Um I don't I don't watch it like I will watch him when I'm on my break at work while I like eat my food.
Hmm.
But like even though I don't watch WWE, I still like find this shit entertaining.
Yeah.
But he was like, I was listening to something with him where he's like, yeah, man, you just gotta steal from your favorite YouTubers, whatever you like.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
he has a wrestling podcast, but that's kind of like one of the reasons why I want to start my own.
oh yeah, that's pretty funny. I don't. I listen to wrestling podcasts too, but like usually they're just covering the show, or like they're not really doing anything too like anything we've been doing recently, like with the women's division thing and today. Uh, but yeah, that's gonna be our show for today. Every champion, there's 10 champions in AEW. We'll start off from like the low card champions to the top card champions, and so first off is Mark Davis, who won the not the world title, who won the national title against Jack Perry at a Fairway to Hell collision last month, and he's had a pretty good run so far. Very like for his a guy of his like ability, he's been on a pretty big run for like the past few months when he fought Will Ospreay the first time and second time. Had great matches with Ospreay. Had great matches with Jack Perry, like three or four of them so far. Like the
Yeah,
last like month, they've been wrestling each other a lot. He had a match against who recently?
it was Will the last one.
Before was did he fight a Luchador recently? Oh, it was on
Uh,
Ring of Honor. It was on the Ring of Honor pay per view.
yeah, yeah.
I think it was Jelua, and that's how you say his name. I don't remember the match, but you like a luchador versus like a big guy like him. I'm sure like their match was probably like crazy looking because he's a big guy. I'm sure his style matches a lot with smaller guys and like luchadors and stuff like that. I need to see more of that, and not just with Jack Perry all the time because I'm not bored of that match, but I don't think they should do it anymore anytime soon. Um,
I'm definitely okay with seeing it again, but I definitely think he could elevate more people.
if they get a gimmick match, I wouldn't mind that because I think all their other
Yeah.
matches were just singles. So like if they had a gimmick match on pay per view, I wouldn't mind that. If for that to
He,
be like the last match they do for a little bit.
I'd like to see him and Mascara Dorada. I
Yeah,
think that would be a crazy good
yeah,
match.
probably they should do that for they should do that for Forbidden Door, but they're not because he's gonna
Yeah,
most
very
likely be
true.
in the well they depends on if Mark Briscoe picks like Dorada to be in the cage match, I guess. But as a singles match, yeah, Dorada. Who else? Commander. I don't know if he fought.
Yeah.
I think he might have fought Commander. I'm not sure. Um. Oh my gosh, Hologram when he comes back. Um. Yeah, just a bunch of luchadors. Throw a bunch of luchadors at him. Just do it. Like it's Forbidden Door season. It should have been happening. Whatever. That's the whole another
Yeah.
video if we want to talk about booking AW's booking. Because they just throw people like together and it's like with the steel cage match came out like out of nowhere on Wednesday. I was like steel cage match because they did it last year,
Yeah.
last Forbidden Door, but like I hope they don't make this a yearly thing. Anyway, that's a whole nother that's talking about this show. We're talking about champions and who's gonna beat them. So Who'd you have in mind to beat Mark Briscoe? I mean Mark Davis.
It's fine.
Uh, Leo Rush?
It's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that could be great. That could be a great choice, to be honest, because he's getting Leo Rush is getting more TV time. He's obviously really good in the ring. Um, he doesn't have much going on right now besides just like being there on TV, getting like little funny like comedy spots. With the Andrade match this past Wednesday, he was he was taking a
Yeah, that
selfie.
was great.
That was funny. That was really funny. And
Yeah.
Andrade was like playing along with it. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. I thought Andrade was gonna be like no, but he like actually went along with it. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Because Andrade is like on the fence right now, so it's like he's a lot more whimsical than other members
Yeah.
of the Don Callis family. uh, okay, so yeah, Leo Rush I could definitely see him beating Mark Davis eventually.
I got I think at All In. I think All In would
All
be
in,
good.
they could do a big
Yeah,
build for
just
that. They could do a build for that.
yeah. I feel like Leo Rush has a lot of like fan like support behind him,
Yeah,
and it's just he's basically waiting to get wins. I feel like
yeah,
if and I feel like it might be a little too late, but I feel like putting the national title on him wouldn't be a bad idea.
yeah, for sure. He wrestles like all over the place too, so that works out for him going on the indies and wrestling on the indies, wrestling
Yeah.
other people for the defending his national title, because I don't think Mark Davis has done that yet. He's just basically been wrestling in AEW.
Yeah.
Jack Perry maybe had one match in on the indies before he lost it. I don't know if it's for the national title. It might have been. And
I know.
Ricochet was wrestled a lot on the indies and everywhere else for with it. So
Yeah.
that was
I know he
basically
had
what
a
the
match in
title's
New
for.
Japan too.
Who
Ricochet
oh yeah,
on
yeah,
the
he did.
pay per view after Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So yeah, Ricochet was like the only, because that's what the national title is for. It's for not just wrestling in AEW or wrestling against AEW contracted talent. It's for whoever. But yeah, Leo Rush could definitely do that by All In for sure. If they were to build it, I don't know how they would build it because obviously there's a lot of members of the Don Callis family. And Leo Rush is kind of getting into that conglomeration space, so he
Yeah.
might get into there, which is pretty funny
Yeah.
if he does end up getting in there. Because oh my gosh, the conglomeration is like just literally like whoever gets thrown in there.
Yeah.
Tomohiro Ishii is in there. Who else is in there? Willow, Roddy now.
Yeah.
It's like whoever, like just any random whoever.
Yeah. They press randomize.
Yeah.
It's like in Smash Bros. You press random, and that's what you get. Like
Yes,
how to play.
yes, 100%. Yeah. What is it called? Yeah. You're rush. Good, really good idea. Really good choice. Hopefully they do that. That would be really really fun. At least like just do something with the national title. Like Davis
Yeah.
shouldn't be in these like uh shouldn't be getting mixed up too much with the DCF while he's champion. Uh,
Yeah.
like they have so many other people to use instead of him in like if they were to like in these multi-man matches. 'Cause the last paper he was in Stadium Stampede. He couldn't defend his national title, so
Yeah. But I feel like now that he's out of the art, probably gonna. I hope the ball gets rolling on the title reign.
yeah, yeah, I hope so too because he's really good. And Callis could sell the Leo Rush gimmick really well. He'll
Yeah.
I could see him not being afraid, but like being cautious of him, and yeah, I could see some pretty fun stuff with Leo Rush and Callis and Mark Davis trying to protect Callis eventually. I could see some of that stuff happening. So hopefully that is their direction. That's a good
Bef-
idea.
Before you go on with your who you got, you
Uh,
know who I was gonna say originally before I came with Leo Rush,
who?
Chris Jericho.
No,
I was like, this is so Chris Jericho coded.
no. Jericho
Like,
don't need another title. He don't need another title. He don't need any more TV exposure or anything. No.
I was I was like, it's gonna be the same like he did with the ROH title.
Oh,
I was sitting there thinking about it for a while. Like certain titles I think were easy for me, certain titles were hard. This is a hard one. And I was like, I think it's Leo Rush. Like after Dynamite, I was like, okay, I'm fine with saying Leo Rush.
Yeah,
Definitely not Jericho.
yeah, he's a low card wrestler, so it's like, well, not low, but he's a lower to mid card wrestler, so that title is perfect for him. And what is it called? What is this? Let me see. I don't know really. I don't really know who I would pick, to be honest. Uh, let me see. Because the from the people who I see on TV every week, usually they're mixed up already in other titles, and the national titles seems like it's like one of the only titles that doesn't have like a clear um like division. It's just like whoever like randomly just ends up challenging for the title, because Jack Perry was in the Battle Royal, but he was also feuding with Ricochet. Um
I think this title just swept up in the only fight one guy vortex. Like I think if they weren't put on good matches, we'd feel not as excited
yeah.
because I think Ricochet wasn't his only feud with Jack Perry. I think Jack Perry and Mark
Yes.
Davis had 3 matches already.
Yeah. Was it? No, I think who Ricochet faced first? Who did he wrestle first? Oh, the national title was it was, oh my gosh, it was the Casino Gauntlet, wasn't it? When he
Yeah,
won it, yeah.
I think it was on like a collision or something.
It was a collision or a pre-show. I forget where it was, but okay, I think I might have my pick from the roster. Um, if anybody on that level of a national title that can probably like have like good matches and deliver some like good work with it, probably be Ace Austin. Ace Austin could
Ooh, yeah, that would be good.
Ace Austin is like he's not like he's building his name and his rep for AEW, and I would not mind Ace Austin eventually like having a run against Davis and possibly beating Davis eventually, because he's young. He has a really obviously like athletic and unique moveset, and what is it called? And he's like the title can help him, especially after like Davis's like 2 Osprey matches. Like he's obviously elevated the title at least a little bit.
Yeah,
Even though he hasn't really been defending it too much, but he's at that level where it's like, okay, who's gonna beat this guy? This guy is like very obviously very good and very strong, and like it takes a lot to keep him down. Ace Austin has been wrestling Okada, Mox, whoever, like high level
Will.
well, Osprey. That's right.
Yeah,
That you were there for that one, wasn't you?
yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, he's been facing a lot of top level wrestlers. So I wouldn't mind Ace Austin getting like a not a fluke win, but like a quick win over Davis, and then maybe like them exchanging it back and forth for a little bit. Like just have
yeah,
something like that. Have something like really interesting for the national title. If any title, this is the title to do like flip floppy reigns. Also
yeah.
like the trios title, because it can keep the title fresh. It'll keep the rivalry fresh. You can be like Ace Austin wins it, and Davis is like he wants a rematch, and then in the rematch, Don Callis can like uh what is it called? He can distract the ref or distract Ace Austin. Davis could get the upper hand, win it back, and then they can like have a gimmick match or a pay per view pre show
Yeah.
match or something the next time, and Ace Austin could possibly win that back, or Davis beats him again. But yeah,
There's
Ace
there's
Austin.
a
Uh huh.
there's a lot of like you do like trios matches with DCF and Bang Bang Gang. There's a lot of people that could like in the Bang Bang Gang that could be like have positive impacts on Ace
Yeah.
Austin having the title too.
Yeah, that's true.
It would just be good for him too.
Hmm. Yeah, and then it can like boost the morale of the Bang Bang Gang, and they can start winning matches again.
Yeah, man. What if Jay White comes back? and then he
I
challenges Ace Austin for the
apparently I thought he was
title.
I thought he should have been back already. He's been gone for like over a year at this point, and we thought it was
What
just a hand injury, but I guess it wasn't.
if someone's gone for a long time and it's a hand injury, you know what that usually means?
What?
They're pregnant. Look at Bianca.
Oh
They're like,
yeah,
why is
that's
it taking
true.
her a year?
That's true.
Why is why is it taking her a year to come back? And
I
then they're like,
forgot
oh my
about
god, she wasn't pregnant. She was like super pregnant. You know what I mean? Like we were already seeing that baby come out. So
that.
you know, he might be having a baby. He
True.
might be pregnant.
True. But yeah, my pick is Ace Austin. It's a good idea for either Ace or Leo Rush. They're both like lower level, uh, to like mid card wrestlers, and it can elevate them, and it could like boost the title up a little bit, make it more important because this Leo Rush has a really good gimmick. He's a new champion, or Ace Austin, underdog, beats pretty much like a brute, with Mark Davis, beats him either clean or beats him like get a roll up or something on him, win the
Yeah,
title or something. Either or is a good idea. Where maybe like a random collision or dynamite, it doesn't really matter. It wouldn't
yeah,
have it doesn't need to be a pay-per-view. Um uh it doesn't have to be built up really. It could just be like a random like title defense, and
yeah,
it'll show like, oh, this title can change hands whenever. Because not too many titles have that opportunity anymore, like besides the trios. Even though like the conglomeration are like pretty hard like set on the trios titles right now. I don't think there's really any trios that are left that are ready for the trios titles yet, I think. But we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, Ace Austin and Leo Rush, two two really good choices, two young guys. But yeah, what's the next champion?
the TNT.
TNT. I don't even know which picture that is. Whoops. Uh, that is not TNT. uh, that's CNC. That's not it either. That's not it either. That is right there.
So the TNT title was um vacated by Kyle Fletcher,
Oh yeah.
and then Kevin Knight, the current TNT champion, won it at Dynasty in April from the Casino Gauntlet. You wanna start with who you got?
Um, TNT. So at this point in time, Kevin Knight is not even focused on the TNT title. Um, so that means he's unfocused. He's not ready for like his next challenger. Um, because he's so dead set on the world title, and the TNT title is like he's not even thinking about it right now. So it is
Yeah,
who would be the best to take? Who would be the best babyface to take it off of him? If it's not Speedball, because they technically already had their match. I don't think that's the end of their like feud though. Um, let me see TNT title. Mm, because the TNT title is pretty built up right now. It's at a higher level than the like much higher level than the national title.
yeah, most
Uh,
definitely.
hmm, so many injured wrestlers. Hmm, TNT. Oh yeah, Darby. I forgot about Darby. I don't think he
Oh yeah,
should.
dude.
I don't think he should because that obviously that's a step down from the world title. But at the same time, Kevin Knight is so dead set on being world champion that the TNT
Yeah,
title is like it's not an afterthought to him, but it's something that he obviously wants to do. He wants to hold both of the titles at the same time. So
mm,
I would say Darby, I guess, because Darby obviously loves the TNT title. Is one of
yeah,
his favorite title he claims, and I can see Darby. beating Kevin Knight for this TNT title. At I don't know if their match is gonna happen at Forbidden Door or what, but it's it's possible that they have a TNT title match at Forbidden Door, or if Darby is in the steel cage match, it won't be at Forbidden Door. It'll probably be on TV at some point, but they're gonna get their singles match eventually, and
Yeah,
it'll most likely be for the TNT title. I'd say Darby. Honestly, I don't really have too many choices for the TNT title because it's like I don't know how many like good baby faces besides Speedball that are ready for it. Speedball is definitely
yeah,
ready for it, but I don't know when that match will happen. It'll probably be Speedball, but I think my
yeah.
Darby's my choice right now.
I got Speedball. I think like their match on Dynamite was like crazy,
Yeah,
and I think them doing on like a pay-per-view stage would fucking be like brain melting. Like
yeah,
I think like their movesets fit so well together,
yeah,
and I'm just like I'm like that was a match I could watch like so many times over.
yeah. I enjoyed their TNT title match. It was like they obviously have more left in the tank for their match, and especially on pay-per-view they can do a lot more, and it'll just feel like a bigger match because obviously their stories, and they were former tag team partners. Kevin turned on them for whatever reason,
Yeah.
just for being a loser, I guess. I don't remember what his reasoning was. What Kevin Knight reasoning was. He was basically like just Speedball's holding him down, I guess. Um, Speedball isn't winning his matches, and he's rising, and Speedball isn't. So, um, but yeah, they have great chemistry in the ring, and they have both like great move sets for each other, and they know each other's move sets really well, and it was really cool seeing like the counters and like the not the fake outs, but like Speedball almost kicking Kevin Knight, and Kevin Knight like matrixing out of the way. But yeah, when does that happen? Redemption,
Oh, I put it for All In.
All In.
For
I would
I mean,
say
Redemption could work too.
because it's in Canada. That's the only reason
Yeah,
why.
yeah. I didn't think about that.
It's in Quebec, right? Montreal or something like that. I think that's where Speedball is from.
Yeah, yeah. I would yeah, because I'm saying yeah. I would say Redemption. I'll
Not
change my mind on that because
remember All In though. Not everything that happens at All In is going to be a title change. So it's like
yeah, true.
we already have probably one for sure, and that's Will. So any other one that sometimes AEW like changes a lot of their titles out on one night, but it's rare. It's really rare.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's other pay per views and other TV like yeah. So
Um. Next up, like we got the TBS, which was
TBS.
vacated by Willow right before Double or Nothing.
What is this?
I I got Queen Aminata for this, but I think honestly, I feel like anybody in this tournament is a good option. It's all just going to depend on the booking.
Yeah, Queen Amina was probably going to be my big choice because she's underrated, extremely underrated. She has not gotten to show her full potential yet. She's shown a little, like a decent amount with the Tekla feud last year. Because they had like an actual singles feud for once with like two non-champions in AEW. Usually like, and they had a pay-per-view match, so it's like that rarely happens where two women have a feud without a title. Like neither
Yeah,
one is champion, and they get a pay-per-view match. That is really rare. Uh, it sucks that to say that, but they never like have. They almost never have singles women's matches on pay-per-view without a title
yeah.
involved. Um, but yeah, Queen Aminata by win or win
It would have to be Forbidden Door, right?
Bandor. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's true.
yeah, yeah,
I forgot. I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the survival of the fittest matches. Then the survival of the fittest match is it's like an elimination match. So it's like whoever, it's like people get pinned and then they have to leave.
yeah.
So it's Queen Aminata, and mine would be Sheeta, only because she has a built-in rivalry already with Stat, and they can continue that
Yeah.
with the TBS title. And I wouldn't mind Sheeta being TBS champion. She was already world champion 3 times, so her being TBS champion one would like make her on that same level as Statlander, because Statlander is the only one still with both title reigns, with a TBS and world title. And Sheeta, since they're both feuding, that can be like a thing Sheeta brings up, be like, I'm the second person, or the yeah, basically the second person to do what you did, basically, and
Yeah.
have another decently length rivalry. Nah, maybe not. I guess they could do another gimmick match. They already had a lights out match, but
I
uh,
mean, their gimmick match, I feel like they could do
they could
something
do
like
more.
super
Yeah,
crazy.
they could do more
Like
for sure.
I've seen clips of the Willow stat match.
Hmm. All
Was it
out.
Willow? She had like the thumbtack by her eye and shit. Like
Hmm.
they could do something. I think their the violence in their lights out match was appropriate,
Hmm.
but I feel like they could reach a higher level with it.
I don't think they'll do another lights out match, but they could probably do another just gimmick match. I can see.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, that could be something for future, because they're still feuding. Obviously, depending on how, if Sheeta either pins like Statlander in that match or whatever, that's just a built-in thing they can just immediately do. Like neither one of
Yeah.
them are in the world title picture. Neither one of them have any. Neither one of them are in the Owen, so they're free up to do something for All In, and it could be easy TV for them to build that match. Uh, but yeah, Sheeta for me at Forbidden Door, obviously.
And then next up, we got the international title that
Nash.
Takeshita has, and he won it from Okada at Double or Nothing. I got a
International.
very super biased pick.
You already know who I'm picking.
Yeah, we
Are we picking the
both
same
very super
person?
biased. No,
Oh, okay, okay. All right, who you guys, since it's not the same person?
Jake Doyle.
Oh, okay. I don't. Not yet. I would say. I mean, it's a good idea probably down the road. Oh, they're about
Yeah,
to. I think he's about to wrestle Speedball. I forgot about that. He's about to wrestle
yeah.
Speedball.
I think
Um,
match gonna be crazy.
yeah, I hope so. I
But
hope so.
hopefully, I just want to say this. Hopefully, no injuries. Because if he gets injured, bro, it's just
Don't say that.
no
Knock on
more.
wood.
No, because the last match he had, I was like, fucking, it was Davis and Doyle and FTR. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be a match of the decade. Like I was fucking around and then found out, and I had to go through however, like, what, 6 months without this dude. So I was kind of sad.
Oh yeah, he
I was
wasn't
very
gone that
excited for this
long.
match.
It hasn't even been 6 months. It was only like 3 or 4 months.
No, it was
Was
January,
it
right?
January? Oh shit. Well, he
Yeah,
came
it was
back
about
like,
6 months.
like five-ish, a little over, almost 6 months.
Yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, he came back pretty quick for like a bicep injury. I don't know
yeah.
how much time that is, because it's like a tear, so it's like, I don't know, but he's back. Eventually maybe. He's not. I don't think he's at that level yet. Like, because he's just used as a bodyguard, or as like a
Yeah,
just like a heavy right now, like someone
yeah,
who's protecting Callus and who's protecting somebody else. Um, if they can like build him up to like to actually beat Takeshita,
yeah.
maybe, but not right now. I don't think. But yeah, that's your bias. But when do you want that to happen?
Oh, I don't know. That's I wanna see Takeshi older for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't think I think your answer is not beating Takeshi for a while. I think
What
either gonna have the little feud and
do
then
you know who I'm
you
picking?
know yeah, bro. Yes, yes. That's like saying, hey, do you know the sky is blue? You know grass is green. Like, what do you like? Of course.
And you don't think he's gonna beat Takeshita anytime
No,
soon?
I think they're gonna have the little feud and then go on. Like he's like, all right, world title time, I guess.
I
I think
guess
that's what's
that's
gonna
true.
happen.
But okay, anyways. So my pick is Kyle Fletcher, obviously. Yeah, I don't so the okay, so the Kyle Fletcher to Konosuke Takeshita feud is, I want to see it be big. I want to see it as big as Hangman and Swerve. They have the tools. They're young. They're hungry. They both want to be world champion. I'm sure. I don't know how Takeshita hasn't really ever brought up the world title. He just wants a title. But the international title is also like really just a prestigious title. All the big wrestlers have had it: Osprey, Okada, Kenny, um, Roddy, uh,
Mox.
Mox, OC. Like all of them have had great runs for the most part. And he even had a great run with it last time. But Fletcher, obviously, like I want to see him. Uh, what is it called? Obviously, I want to see him to beat. I want him to beat Takeshita. He probably should beat Takeshita the first match, and then because I don't know, because the G1 is gonna be, I think later this month. So if it's not Forbidden Door that they're gonna wrestle, which it should be, it'll be Redemption, probably by Redemption, because I wouldn't mind seeing Fletcher beat Takeshita for the international title at Forbidden Door, and then holding it for like a month, and then Takeshita wins it back at Redemption or
Yeah.
something, and then they can just either flip flop or just have a decently length feud throughout the rest of the
Yeah.
year. Because if they're not, if Fletcher isn't going to be in the world title scene until I don't see Fletcher being in the world title scene until Osprey is like decently length into his world title run. Um, that's what should happen. And if Fletcher is going to stay heel, which it seems like he is, they're building him up to be a monster heel. So I can see Fletcher uh, dropping the international title back to Takeshita. Um, but yeah, I do see Fletcher beating Takeshita decently early into this feud. I think that's the whole point of the turn. I don't believe Takeshita is. I don't think he'll be able to overcome Fletcher the first time, and I want them to build a story that Takeshita needs not needs help, but he needs to like overcome his grief and his like sadness and emotions over what happened with Fletcher,
Yeah.
and get strong enough to beat Fletcher back for the I mean for the international title. I think that's what should
Yeah.
happen. That should be that's like a built-in story already. They haven't really
True.
like Fletcher hasn't said anything like regarding it. He's hinted at it, but we haven't really had too much like dialogue exchange between them yet. And I would want that, but I don't know what's going on.
Fletcher hasn't had a match yet, right?
No, he hasn't. I don't know. I don't even
Yeah.
think he's ready. Like I think they.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I've been thinking about that. I was like, he usually when a wrestler comes back from injury, they have a match like to get them back into the ring. Um,
Yeah.
but it's been like a few weeks, and Takeshi, I mean, and Fletcher hasn't wrestled, and maybe he's not 100% yet. He might be like 80, maybe 85. Um, but he might have still have some like aches and pains. It probably isn't getting cleared by their doctors to wrestle. So that's probably why he's been there, but he's not been wrestling. He was in that
Yeah.
brawl like last week or the other week ago, but that was it.
Yeah.
So I don't
Also,
know.
too, I imagine Takeshi doing stuff in New Japan.
Yeah.
That's probably hard to do. This is like the only downside I think of this title reign. I love Takeshi, but it's like feel like we're in a Takeshi drought right now.
Yeah. Like he hasn't been wrestling either. What was his last
Yeah.
match? The
Uh,
collision that we covered?
yeah.
That was his
Yeah.
last singles match. That was
Yeah.
like 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I mean, he was there last week. Well, whenever the brawl was with Mark Davis and Osprey, he was there, but he didn't wrestle. Uh,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully they figure it out because obviously that was a huge moment from the pay per view. That was
Yeah.
huge. That was one
I
of
think
the most talked about moments of the night.
yeah. I think if it wasn't for the Kevin Knight heel turn, I think that would have been
Yeah.
because I think like the Kevin Knight heel turn it left a lot of questions,
Hmm.
but like Kyle Fletcher already knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I think that's the only reason why. Like I was excited for both, but when I was going to Dynamite, the next Dynamite, I was like I more interested in Kyle Fletcher or
Yeah. Kevin
Kevin
Knight.
Knight at the moment. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see. I don't know if they do anything on Collision. I didn't hear anything because they taped Collision yesterday, so I don't know if Fletcher or Takeshita has anything to do on Collision or not. Um, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, my pick is Fletcher by Forbidden Door at the earliest. I don't we'll see because neither one of them are around. So or neither
Yeah,
one they're around but they're not wrestling. So I don't know. But yeah, and yours was Jake Doyle
yeah.
eventually. All right, what's the next
Um,
title?
Next we got John Moxley with the Continental.
John Moxley,
He won
Continental Champion.
the he won the C2, beating Okada at World's End in December last year.
Yep.
And I got um I got Pac winning it at the C2 next year
Oh,
or this year.
you think he's gonna be? That would be great. That would
Yeah,
be the the, the thing is they were leading to something with the Death Riders by the end of last year's C2 because
yeah,
Pac and Claudio they were getting fed up with Mox, and then by the end of the tournament, Mox like got them back on his side. Like they were like everything was
yeah,
all cool because they were like really like dogging him and not helping him. They weren't accompanying him to the ring or anything,
mhm,
and people noticed, and then they were like, "Oh, y'all thought that was happening? No, that was actually not. We're not. Nobody's turning on anybody. That's not what's going
yeah,
on here." And like we were like, "No, that's clearly what's happening," and then that didn't happen. Because like Pat got a whole new look. He looked great. Like I loved his
yeah,
like haircut and his gear. Like it was a nice change. And then after C2, nothing. Like he's been relegated
yeah,
to trios guy or tag team guy. And even though Pac is like arguably a better wrestler than John Moxley, um, maybe not as captivating of a character as Mox, but he's a better like in-ring wrestler and more exciting obviously in-ring wrestler than John
yeah,
Moxley. John Moxley is just a big like he's just a big match wrestler. That's all he really is. Even
yeah,
though Mox is fantastic, he's one of the best wrestlers in the world, but Pac is highly underrated and doesn't get the fair shot that he deserves a lot of the time. And I hate seeing him in these multi-man matches where he's like he like with STP him getting getting the BBC in the corner. And I was like he hit two weeks in a row that happened to him. I was like,
yeah.
why can't Mox take that? He don't want to take that? I don't actually I think Mox was in one of the matches. I don't think he was in the last one,
Yeah.
but he was in one of the matches. I was like, why can't I thought Mox was gonna take that. No? Or Yuta?
This is why I
Somebody?
love This is why I love wrestling. Two grown men talking about two other grown men taking BBC. We love it here.
Like I don't even know how they got that through TV. I have no idea how they even got that
I
on
mean,
air.
it is June, so.
I guess.
But I
uh
think with if he did win the uh, C2,
mhm,
I think that would be so interesting for the Death Riders. Not necessarily like a turn, but seeing where how like Moxley feels and if
mhm,
Pac wants to become the leader,
yeah.
seeing kind of what they do. Because I think the Death Riders are kind of in that weird space where it's like, do we just end this or is it going to go on
Yeah.
for another 5 years?
Cuz it just seems like they're just having fun, like just doing like random
Yeah,
stuff. Like they're not doing anything too important. Uh
yeah. I mean, I I feel like Will is obviously being uplifted,
yeah.
which I think is hard to do because Will Ospreay already uplifts himself enough. But I feel like Danny and Pac and Claudio could be doing a lot more than they are.
Yeah. Like
I
even
definitely
with
feel like
DG's huh.
I definitely feel like they're if they went on like as like solo wrestlers, I feel like they maybe wouldn't want like they're getting time on the card, but I
Mhm.
feel like they would be in a higher slot as single wrestlers as opposed to part of the Death Riders.
All of them are singles wrestlers at the end of the day. Claudio, Pac,
Yeah,
DG, Yuta, I guess. They're all pretty much singles wrestlers. Mox, they're all like singles wrestlers. Singles wrestlers in
yeah,
trios matches, singles wrestlers in tag teams. I wouldn't mind like DG and Yuta like going after the tag titles. they
Yeah,
as heels against Cope and Christian, or even as heels and versus the Young Bucks if the Young Bucks win the titles or something like.
yeah,
But them flip flopping so much, so many days of the week, multiple times a week, depending on the situation. Like one segment they're baby faces, one segment they're heels. So it's like who's gonna have a good lasting feud with these guys when they're always like flip flopping baby faces and heels. Because that's the
yeah,
problem with Mox right now. Because like he's a babyface against STP, but he was a heel versus Takeshita, and he was who did he wrestle last? Kyle Fletcher? I mean, Kyle
yeah.
O'Reilly.
O'Reilly.
He
Yeah,
was a heel technically against O'Reilly. I think he was kind of tweener in that match. I
yeah.
don't think he was a
I
full
think
heel, but
I
Moxley
think
is just
when
inherently heel.
I think when this run is said and done with, like years from now, people are gonna be like talking about he's something like he's like the third option. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I think the perspective of it in hindsight is gonna be just very different than when it's done.
yeah, probably. Yeah,
I think he's doing something very unique that
it is
we
unique.
haven't seen.
Yeah, but it's like
Because
it's hard to it's hard to like keep up with. Well, not hard to keep up with, but it's
yeah,
because you obviously know like when they're, but like it's just like who's gonna feud with these guys? Who's gonna have a consistent feud with these guys? Because
yeah.
like, uh,
Good. My bad.
no, I was gonna say because in one segment they're saving Will Ospreay, but then the other segment they're like wrestling like like some of them are helping Ospreay, and obviously they're like helping them against the ops who are heels, and then the other like members later like they're wrestling like a babyface tag team as heels and or babyface person as a heel. So it's like I don't know. It somehow works, but it it just needs to be more consistent, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I
anyways,
mean,
uh huh.
I just feel like Mox is kind of they're kind of pulling just people like randomly, which I feel like is a lot of AEW feuds. AEW will like feud like they'll like Samoa Joe
Hmm.
versus Hangman. I feel like that was really unexpected. That
Yeah.
felt very random, and I feel like it makes a like I don't know how I feel about it. I one part I like it, one part I don't. But I feel like they're like, who are we gonna pick today to feud with this wrestler?
Hmm.
That's how it very much feels, and I feel like Moxley is kind of like that pool is getting smaller and smaller every person.
Yeah. Because yeah, I don't know who he fights next. Like
Yeah,
until the C2, this is gonna be like random people here and there. Like because he hasn't had anything worthwhile. Well, not worthwhile, but like the re trying to like get another match or another two matches with Kyle O'Reilly. Like that was uh something that they did recently, which is fine, but they could have went about it better.
yeah,
Because like obviously I don't think Mox is dropping this Continental title until C2. So it's like who's
yeah.
like does it really matter who he faces until then? Like
I mean, at
it's
least he has good matches too.
yeah. I mean
I'll say
cuz
that. I
yeah,
whatever Moxley versus Broomstick, and I'll be excited for it.
I don't know about
Just
that because
yeah,
we seen him wrestle Cope last year, so I don't know about that. I did not
but
enjoy that. So, but I know what you
I
mean.
don't know. I just think he, we'll sit here and complain about it, but whoever fights Mox will be like, oh yeah, that was a pretty good match. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's. I think it's where I'm happy with it, but also they could be doing a little better.
yeah. So you have Pac
Yeah,
by the C2 at the end of the year. Well, he beat Kyle O'Reilly. He beat Takeshita. Um, C2, like people who are like very good in C2 matches. Uh, Claudio, because he's been in I think all of them. Uh, Roddy, Roddy's only been in the last one, but he was a sub in that one. Um, Kyle O'Reilly, if they want to run that back again at the finals at least. Um, I don't know. The Continental Champion or the Continental title. very hard to, because it has to be someone, obviously a workhorse, but it has to be someone over enough to beat Moxley.
Yeah.
And like I don't see, if Hangman were to come back, I don't see him going and wrestling in the C2. I mean, he could wrestle in the C2, but I don't know if he would win it.
Mm.
And Hangman, like obviously, is main event level like Mox.
But I don't think Hangman would be a good option because
No,
or a bad option because I think um it kind of what Mox's title reigns do is trying to change his like people's perspective on him
yeah.
when he was kind of like a cheater wrestler, I guess, and now
Well,
he's
sort of.
yeah. But like I feel like it could help Adam Page's kind of image change to like more of like a technical wrestler instead of doing like deathmatch stuff.
What did you just call him?
Like deathmatch I said like more of a technical wrestler.
Before that,
Oh, Adam Page,
who's that?
Hangman Adam Page.
Hangman Page. His name is Hangman Page.
Isn't his name Adam? Is his first name Adam?
No,
No, what the fuck? Am I being gaslit right now? Holy
no,
shit!
actually,
I thought his name
no,
was I thought his name was Adam Page.
no. It's Hangman Page.
No fucking Adam Page right there.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, buddy. Isn't this your boy with the
I
AEW
don't
title?
acknowledge Adam in his name.
Oh,
He doesn't have a first name. His first name is Hangman.
so you're telling me
I've never referred to him as Adam Page ever.
you're telling me he just came out his mom and like I'm gonna name him Hangman. I got this.
Yeah,
You're telling me that's what happened?
yeah.
No way.
He's a was a farm boy. He's a hangman. Continental champion. Oh my gosh, I don't even know, man. I don't even know who I want to beat Mox. Should I say Mox? Can Mox be my answer?
um, just retires with it.
He might at this point. Look at look how he's been wrestling with with that title. Ain't nobody, I don't see anybody beating him. To be honest, honestly, on this current roster, if they don't bring in like another like main event wrestler, I don't see anybody beating Mox. To be completely honest, unless it's like a super underdog wrestler that he doesn't mind losing to, but at the same time, who could that be? I'm looking through everyone right now, and I don't see anyone that's well besides like obviously Fletcher, but I don't want Fletcher to. I don't want him to go anywhere
Yeah.
near that title or Kenny. Like Kenny don't need to be that anywhere near that title. No offense to the Continental title, but it's just not a sustainable title in my opinion. Like it's way too inconsistent for me.
Yeah.
Even though Moxley is doing his best, like at least having these Continental Championship matches or eliminator matches every so often, but like the eliminators don't even matter because he wins the greater majority of them. So it's like, so it's like he's just winning, and then they got to find another wrestler to wrestle against him. So it's like very difficult to figure it out. Because if it's not one of his Death Rider members, like Pac or Claudio, on this roster,
Yeah.
Bandito,
Can I give you a hint?
huh?
You said Bandito.
Yeah,
I mean, I think that's cool. I'll fuck with that.
I guess Bandito would be the closest thing, the closest wrestler I can see to winning a C2 bid. We haven't even seen it. Like I'm surprised he wasn't in last year's C2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, because he had the tag titles, right?
No, that was December, or that was November, December. I think they lost him at Full Gear, didn't they?
They they might have still been feuding with FTR. Maybe they had the World's End match with
No,
FTR
did
for
they?
challenging for it.
I don't think they did, because I think they lost him, and that was it, wasn't it? Maybe they did have
Uh,
another. tag team title match.
Let me check.
But C2 wise, because to be honest, I don't see any other wrestler beating Mox outside of the C2 season. So uh
Yeah, they fought. FTR fought Bang Bang Gang. I don't remember that happening.
at World's End.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I don't remember that either. That sounds very odd. Was it a pay-per-view or pre-show?
pay per view.
Oh. And it was Juice in Austin, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that. Weird. But yeah, I guess if I were to choose anyone, it would be Bandito, only because Bandito is incredible, and he could go on a crazy C2 run, and have these like, and beat Moxley for the title, and have these crazy 20-minute matches every so often, uh, defending the Continental title. But that's if he's even still a Ring of Honor champion. That the Ring of Honor championship is kind of weighing him down, unfortunately, because it's like,
yeah,
it's not that he's double dutying, but it's like he, as the Ring of Honor World Champion, he's not winning anything still. So like, I'd rather for him to just drop the title, drop the world title, the Ring of Honor World title to somebody else, and go AEW full time, just and start winning titles over there.
yeah,
Uh, Continental Champion would be the first, like the big one, because obviously Mox is a main event guy, and Bandito is going to be shooting up that rank. He should be shooting up that rank to the world title eventually. I wouldn't mind seeing Bandito being world champion eventually. Uh, we'll get there. Excuse me.
but
Thank you. But we'll get there with him. But yeah, it's Bandito C2 for me, I guess.
honestly, I know this does not make sense from a storyline like perspective,
Mm-hmm.
but I was so fine with him beating MJF for that title.
Who
The
Bandito?
Yeah,
I
when they
would
had like that
I
special
would I
dynamite.
wouldn't have minded that either. I would actually preferred that. But
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Bandito won.
same. But that was like literally like the dynamite after MJF won it. So I don't think
Yeah,
it wasn't gonna be, that wasn't gonna happen, unfortunately. Just like Roosh, same thing with Roosh. It's like I wouldn't have minded that, him beating MJF and then getting MJF getting another title match at Forbidden Door or something. But yeah, it's Mark Briscoe instead. Even though that's not even the match, it's gonna be a steel cage match. Whatever. Um, yeah, those are our picks: Bandito and who you say? Oh, Pac.
yeah, Pac.
Both during the C2, because Mox ain't dropping it until then. Maybe. That's the only thing that
But
sucks, because like, man, who, if Kyle O'Reilly didn't beat Mox for the Continental. Ooh, actually, I changed my mind. It's not Bandito. It's gonna be really quick. It's Lee Moriarty.
oh yeah,
I forgot about that.
that's true.
That's who I was like, because especially because they're feuding with STP right now. I could see Lee Moriarty challenging Mox to a Pure Rules match for the Continental title or something, or in some way, like, or even defending his Pure Championship against Mox in a Pure Rules match, and Lee winning, because Mox is like confused about how, not confused, but like he doesn't understand the rules, like compared to his Continental title rules. It's not the same
Yeah,
type of rules. Similar but not the same. And then they could have a pay-per-view match where Lee beats Moxley again, probably for the Continental title, and I wouldn't mind that, because Lee is great. Lee is
yeah.
fantastic. He is a technical wizard, just like Zack Sabre Jr. So, uh, but yeah, mine is Lee Moriarty now, not Bandito. Sorry, Bandito.
Well, that would be a good setup. Just having him defend it, him lose, and that would be like also eliminator match too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like have it
true.
double as both. Yeah, that would
Hmm.
be cool.
Yeah,
Do you want to
just
go
so
on
Lee
to the
can.
trios?
Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, you had something to say?
Oh, so I was like, just so Lee can like what is it called? I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Just so he can like build that confidence in himself against Mox.
Yeah, but also too putting him in that position.
Hmm.
and especially if he keeps the stock over that title, I don't think would be bad at all for him and STP.
Yeah,
SCP has a lot of stock that, or a lot of potential.
yeah, they do. I'm glad they getting more TV time. All right, trios. You
So
said
yeah,
so. Trios
talking.
champions. Uh huh.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say the trios champions are the conglomeration. Uh, Orange Cassidy, Roddy Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. They won them at, oh my gosh, was it Dynasty?
Dynasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dynasty against the Dogs, who only had them for
What the
like a few
dogs doing?
days. They only had the titles for like a few days, then conglomeration
No,
beat
I
them.
think it was one day because they won it on Collision.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it
And
was
beat 'em.
taped.
Yeah.
It was taped.
Oh,
I'm
true.
pretty sure. But yeah, it was a day technically. But yeah. Trios champions. Who can beat them? Who went last before? You? Yeah, it was you. So
Yeah.
me, I was thinking. Okay, I was thinking the swirl only because like they're a fresh trios team. They don't have too many wins on the AEW TV. Um, and obviously the trios titles can elevate them to like a bigger, like a higher status.
Yeah.
It would be Lee Johnson, and it would be all three of their first titles because Jay Lethal hasn't been the champion in AEW. He was a champion in Ring of Honor, but not AEW. And Blake Christian, same. It would be all their first world titles and world titles. Um, so I wouldn't mind the swirl like a small like not bottom of the rung but like a mid card trios if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind like a team like that. I was gonna say Skyflight before, with as if there was a heel tag team, but the Swirl are heels, so I wouldn't mind seeing the Swirl being trios champions for a minute on like a random
Um,
Dynamite or Collision or whatever.
yeah. But they might be in that Forbidden Door main event too,
What do you mean?
because they attacked Mark
The
on
Swirl?
Dynamite.
The Swirl
You don't think
did?
so? If they,
No,
yeah, with
I don't think so. I don't think
no,
they're gonna be in the steel cage match because
but I'm saying
MJF.
who else besides like the DCF? Who else would MJF really
You
choose?
know how many people the DCF have?
Very true. Very true.
I don't know because people are asking if Stardom, I mean not Stardom, CMLL or New Japan were gonna add people to that match, because DCF have obviously they have more than four or five slots to fill, but he paid like 500,000 or however much money to Don Callis to use however many guys he wanted to use. So I don't know exactly if it's going to be all DCF members. It would make sense because obviously MJF has been in Don Callis's pockets, or Don Callis has been in MJF pockets for the past like year or so. Um,
Yeah.
but if the Swirl get in somehow, that would be crazy because they're not at that level. Like they're
Yeah.
barely on TV as it is, so
Yeah.
they're not nearly as over for a pay-per-view match. It wouldn't be a bad idea, but it wouldn't be something that like you'll be like, oh, okay, the MJF is definitely losing if they're on the team. But if like Mark
Yeah.
Davis, Brian Cage, Jake Doyle, like if they're like on the MJF team, all big guys, like yeah, I don't. It'll be a lot harder to predict who's gonna win that match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for the Swirl.
Andrade probably turned on MJF
Yeah, if he's in the
too. The
match,
cage.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I definitely see that happening, or him not saving MJF when MJF asks for help or something like that. Yeah, for sure.
But I got STP for
SDP.
the
Oh,
trios champion.
who total like who the three
Uh,
members?
Shane Taylor and then the infantry.
Oh, okay, yeah, that could work too. That could definitely
Yeah.
work, especially because they've been getting a
I
lot
def
more TV time.
yeah. I definitely think like fucking Carly Bravo, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was Charlie for a long time. Like I think I realized that the other day.
Charlie was like,
Fucking him with
huh.
the BBC could get over. I think Mox. Damn, I said that right when you're drinking water. My bad.
No, you could.
Pause. Um, But fucking like Shane Taylor in his match with Mox, which we'll talk about soon. That was crazy. I think these, as a team, they could do really well,
Yeah, they got potential.
and especially do a good feud with the conglomeration.
Yeah, as if
Like
that,
Roddy versus Shane would be go crazy.
yeah, they might have wrestled in Ring of Honor before. I don't know, but that would have been a long time ago. But yeah, I don't see why not with SDP because they're getting more TV time. They're getting over with crowds. Uh, as long as they're like continue to be on TV after this Death Rider stuff. Because it's not over, right? No,
Nah,
because
they're having a match tomorrow
yeah, on
for
Collision.
Page already.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right. The big is it how many versus who? Is how many
5
wrestlers in
man.
it? 5 man. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun to watch. Um, SCP could be a great like trios champ, great trios champions for however long. Same with the Swirl. Just get a random win on the conglomeration, but Orange Cassidy's on their team, so it's kind of hard to beat them. So, all right.
um, next up, we got the tag team champions, which are currently Cage and Coat, and they beat FTR in Double or Nothing. So I got the New Day for it, whatever their
Ooh.
name's gonna be.
Um, that would be by All In, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, New Day, Austin Creed and Kofi. That's what they're gonna go by. Well, that's the names they're gonna use. Um, I don't see them immediately coming in and winning the tag team titles only because like I don't think they should, not immediately. Um, like if this is WWE, they would that would probably happen. Like the Hardys did it multiple times. They came right
yeah,
back in and won the titles. Um, it's good to like set them up for something like that because obviously they're like very credible wrestlers, very overact. At least like
yeah.
they were over for a long time, and then they did that heel turn, and that kind of like slowed down their momentum a lot because nobody was like paying too much attention to them anymore because of they weren't like exactly the New Day anymore. So um,
Well, there was a booking problem. That heel turn
it started
was
off
crazy.
hot. It started off hot. I
Yeah,
remember that. I remember hearing it on Twitter. Like everyone was talking about it, and then eventually I didn't hear anything anymore. So, like I would
yeah.
just see very little highlights of either Kofi or Xavier doing something, and that would be it.
So when I watched it all, or when I kept up with WWE, all I would hear about was in America, the when Raw on Netflix, it has commercials,
Uh
but
huh.
if you have like a VPN, you like they don't have commercials in other countries.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know about that or not?
Yeah.
They would talk about like I would hear like new like Kofi or Xavier would have a TV or a commercial segment.
Hmm.
So they were on Raw technically, but during commercial,
Yeah.
and I was like, y'all don't know, like that should not be a thing,
So,
especially after one of the best fucking heel turns.
yeah, Sammy Guevara used to do that on AEW with he used to come out on in between commercial breaks when they were not doing anything and just have like cue cards and I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. At least it's not just dead air or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know what they do anymore because I don't have those feeds anymore, but that was pretty interesting for them to do. But yes, for an act like them, it not being on TV but being like on the commercial breaks where almost nobody is watching is whatever, I guess.
yeah.
But yeah, you have Kofi. I mean, you have Kofi and Austin Creed beating them by All In or after that.
I think at all in, I think it's gonna be a um like a, a gimmick match. Some I want to. Like I was saying, we were talking about it off air. I think it might be like a trios match for the trios title at All In,
Um,
where it'd be like the Rascals, STP, Conglomeration, um, Death Riders, maybe DCF. You could have all these people, and y'all could be doing like they could be doing all these crazy spots.
yeah,
And then if I was booking it, I'll do like maybe like a steel cage like eliminator match where I feel like it's more technical wrestlers you could have, like the Bucks, FTR, Cajun Cope, the Dogs, and then like
In a steel
maybe do a
cage.
surprise, something like that. Like
It
not like the
would be like the Forbidden
not
Door
the
one.
yeah,
Oh, okay. I was about to say there's no
yeah.
way they're gonna fit all those teams in there.
Um, and then I would do like a surprise like Motor City if they're signing, and then surprise New Day
Yeah.
if they're signing.
They
But
or could they just
I was originally gonna go with the Bucks, but I feel like it would be make a better moment if the New Day won.
I guess, but I wouldn't have a WWE team coming in because we already did it with Champa, you know.
Yeah,
But
true.
but I'll get into my answer and my like time and my like progression for what I see go with the tag titles going forward because yeah. So that's your pick
Yeah.
is the New Day or whatever they're gonna be called, Kofi and Austin Creed beating Cope and Christian at All In um in like a surprise debut, which could happen, but obviously my pick is the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
um I do want because if they don't do a singles match with Cope and Christian right now,
Mm.
or before All In, then they probably won't ever get to do that. And they haven't had one yet. FTR got two of them,
Yeah.
so or two or three matches because didn't they have one last year,
Yeah,
right?
3. Yeah,
Yeah.
3.
So three matches against Cope and Christian. Um, so the Young Bucks should at least get one singles match, for the tag titles against them. Maybe they win them, maybe they don't at that point. But if anything, like going based off of what you said, they can do like a multi-man tag team match, like a multi tag team match at All In, with them, possibly FTR, Young Bucks, and either Austin Creed and Kofi, or the Motor City Machine Guns, or all five of them, or something like that. Maybe it can do a Casino Gauntlet um, type match, but I don't know if that will happen again
Mm.
because I think they had a Casino Gauntlet with the tag team titles or tag team one before, I forget, but I do want the Young Bucks to win the titles from Cope and Christian by at All In too. Maybe that's a singles match. I mean, maybe that's the regular standard tag team match, or it's a multi man match. But I do want them to beat Cope and Christian, and then because the Young Bucks have a built-in rivalry with Austin Creed and Kofi already, so they can always
Mm.
just set up a tag team title feud where Austin and Kofi beat the Young Bucks eventually. So that could be like a thing. Like it's just storylines. Like because
Yeah.
if Kofi, I mean, if Austin and Kofi come in cold, well, not cold, but like without any like developing rivalries, it seems like it would be a mistake to put the titles on them the first time. But they can always just have Austin and Kofi uh be the team that the Young Bucks beat for the tag team title. So it's a bunch of different ways they can do it. Um,
Yeah. I mean, I think if without New Day and Young Bucks,
mhm,
or not New Day, if without New Day and Motor City, I think all the all-in matches that should definitely be Cajun Cope and Young Bucks.
yeah, for sure. Because
Because
I
that's
I don't know how close that is to their because it's either right before, I mean right after their deal is freed up, or it's like some weeks before. I forget because
yeah.
it's 3 months and they got released last month, or was it April?
I know when they got released, people were saying that it was the beginning of May, like
Okay,
first or second week of May. But I know people were saying that like by the time it should expire,
it should
they
be
should be
like
able to make all in.
yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm sure it can. It's possible, but I just don't
Yeah,
remember if there was like a dynamite or like a week before the pay per view before they could be brought in. I'm not forget because I know
yeah,
Detroit. I know the Marcy Machine Guns the dynamite that they're gonna be in Detroit for. the Motor
Mm.
City Machine Guns should be free from their contracts by then. So
Mhm.
I think that's either, when is that? Is that next month? It might be next month, or something like that. It's coming up. Whenever they're in Detroit,
Yeah.
that's where the Motor City Machine Guns could possibly debut. So we'll see. But that's
Well,
uh-huh.
also it's a lot of stuff that we don't know too. Because
Yeah.
I remember like hearing like years ago that they were trying to like make like 90-day compete clauses legal and stuff, and
Illegal. They're trying to make it illegal
yeah,
because well, it, I don't know. It was a whole thing. I remember hearing about it too. Like, because it's still in place
Mhm.
because like they're still on contracts. They're just sitting at home. Like
Yeah,
they've been released from them, and they'll be able to leave after the 90 days or whatever. But like they're still getting paid like by them. So
yeah.
it's like a weird legal thing that's been going on for decades at this point. But anyways, that's our tag team title predictions. Young Bucks for me, and Austin and Kofi for Chaotic.
And then next we got the women's tag team champions Divine Dominion, and they beat the Beza Wrath at Revolution in March.
Mm-hmm.
Um, did you? I started the last one.
Huh?
I started the last one, right?
I
Yeah,
think so. I think so.
I think we're gonna have the same answer, anyways.
Brawling Birds.
Yeah,
That's the only legitimate like
I think
tag team, I guess.
do all in. I don't think there's much more to say than we haven't said already.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Brawling Birds all in. I can see because Alex Windsor, obviously she lost the Owen match. And she's on Dynamite, she was crying onto Will Ospreay's shoulder. So it seems like Ospreay is probably gonna like motivate her to like get back in the saddle and go after the tag team titles with Windsor for like his your Wembley moment isn't done yet, like type of thing. Like you can still have your Wembley moment. Go and beat the Divine Dominion for the tag team titles, bruv.
Yeah,
That's what he's gonna say to her. And yeah, that's definitely the direction. That's been a clear direction ever since Divine Dominion became tag team champions. So yeah, um, not really too much more to say because they're the only legitimate threat to the Divine Dominion at this point. There's no one else at this
yeah.
point, unfortunately, because after after Brawling Birds beat Divine Dominion, who do they face? Sky
I
and
mean,
Julia again?
there might be people coming out that both the Owen and the TBS that they can make tag teams out of, because
I,
they just be throwing
I
people together.
guess, I guess, and I forget. Like in Ring
I
of
forget
Honor,
too.
the Hyon and Maya World could work their way up to.
Yeah,
No, because they're baby faces. Uh, we need heels. We need heel challengers.
Sister was 10.
Yes, that's only one. I mean,
Also,
they could stretch out this Divine Dominion and Birds like rivalry out more than a month. They can do it
yeah,
like a 2 month thing if they wanted to, like a two pay-per-view cycle
yeah,
run if they wanted to, but they don't do that because they don't have any other like ready challengers. So might as well just keep Divine Dominion on their backs until another tag team is ready to face the Brawling Birds, and because who beats the Brawling Birds? Divine Dominion again, probably, or Penelope and Megan Bain.
yeah,
I don't
yeah. I
know.
mean, they need to put my homegirl in fucking singles. That's all I'm saying.
Both of them need to
I'm
be in
gonna keep talking
singles.
about.
Both of them
Yeah,
need to
both
be
of them.
in singles. But yeah, Brawling Birds. We've already discussed this. The only credible tag team, unfortunately, in AEW, other than Divine Dominion themselves. Um, that's it. That's really
Yeah.
it. All right.
Next we have the men or the women's
World title.
world title. Yeah.
So Tekla. Um, uh, you started, me start. All right. We both had the same
I don't
answer
know.
last time. So,
You know who I have. This
who,
is your.
Lena?
Oh, I got Kyle Fletcher. No, not Lena.
Oh,
Not Lena.
I thought we were talking. You were saying Lena last time, or
I mean,
were
I
you
think
saying her? Or maybe you weren't.
nah.
Um, I don't know who you got.
Mercedes.
Oh yeah. Of course,
Yeah.
That's right. That's probably both of ours because
Okay.
unless Mercedes doesn't turn babyface eventually within the next 2 months, I don't know if it's Mercedes, but we'll see because she's still very heelish right now, and they haven't
Yeah.
her and Tekla haven't interacted at all. So, well, besides their when they were teaming together at uh was the cage match called Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
Um, but that was before Tekla was world champion. So I'm very interested in a Mercedes and Tekla program rivalry for the world title.
Yeah.
That is
I'm.
uh
I mean, I think they're in a good spot with both Owens, where no matter what happens, it's gonna be okay. Like I'll be interested in it.
yeah yeah yeah.
It's
Um,
trying to think who's. It's Maya, um,
Athena
Athena, Mercedes, and
and
someone else, right?
Hazuki.
Kazuki. Yeah. So I'm fine with the four of them
Yeah.
winning.
Yeah, there is no like built-in rivalry with any of them right now against Tekla. Well, Athena wrestled Tekla before she came to AEW like last year, I think, early last year. When Athena
Yeah.
was in Stardom, they had a match, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember the match too much. I think I did watch it, but I don't remember it too much. I'm sure there was some cool stuff there. Um Maya World coming out of nowhere, getting a shot. That was a great match for her versus Sky on Dynamite. The Maya pulled out like a lot of cool looking stuff. I like the roll up thing into like the kick, like double foot stomp. That was really cool. Um,
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you.
what?
I got spoiled from Reddit.
What do you mean
I I
spoil?
I, I was just on Reddit. Like I don't know. I just be fucking doom scrolling sometimes, and I was like, oh no way.
Well,
And
you
then I didn't watch the match.
you
Oh, I'm
didn't
watching the
watch.
match right now.
Oh,
I'm on that match, and I still gotta watch the swerve match from Wednesday.
okay. Okay.
But
I thought you watched
that's
it
why I
last
know she
night, but I
won.
guess you didn't. Not last night, the other night ago. Um, okay. Well, yeah, Mercedes beating Tekla would be a good option. Um, at All In, most likely. Because Tekla is just very just dominant and she's very charismatic. She has all the charisma in the world. To keep that world title on her for as long as she wants. But I don't think she's like Tony Storm level. Like
Mm,
to the like I think Mercedes can beat Tekla, but I don't know if Tony Storm could beat. I don't think Mercedes could beat Tony Storm. You know. Um,
yeah,
but I do want to see that eventual Tony Storm and Tekla world title match. I do want to see that so
yeah, that
bad.
would be crazy.
Uh, and if it what if Tony Storm was like still active, or if we knew when she was coming back, I would say I would my answer would be Tony Storm to beat
Yeah,
Tekla. But it's Mercedes because Mercedes is incredible, the best wrestler in the world. Um, uh, and she can definitely carry the company. And
yeah.
because like I don't know how she hasn't been world champion already, like at this point. Um, but I'm glad she
Well,
ended up. Uh huh.
I mean, I think Tony Storm is she. I think is the most like when I think of a belt, like when I think of the women's belt, I think of Tony Storm,
Yeah.
and I feel like that's kind of the only real person in AEW who has that. Maybe like because even with the TBS, I would say maybe Mercedes, but you also think of Jade. But
Yeah.
like when I think about the women's title, I'm straight thinking of Tony. I feel like that's really no other belt in the AEW.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
So, but I think too having Mercedes go around. So two things I think having Mercedes go around to all these indies, I think I think she could have been the world title, but I think it might have been better for her to have the TBS while she's doing a bunch of other stuff,
Yeah,
and then not because it necessarily wouldn't be her main focus. But two, I think they wanted to um, kind of have her be the longest reigning because Jade went to WWE.
yeah,
So I think that's from what I understand, like my two reasons why I think she was TBS title for so long, or
yeah.
TBS champion for so long.
Yeah, that's very accurate. I feel the same way. So for the most part, um,
But I think their title reign is going to be fucking crazy
for
because they could
Mercedes,
feud with Tekla. Yeah, feud for Mercedes, feud with Tekla. That could be like 2 to 3 pay-per-views.
yeah, they just need to have
Lena
more.
Cross,
Sure.
Chris,
Who? Chris?
Cheetah, Chris. Yeah, Chris and
Well,
Cheetah. That would be crazy.
it all depends on or do we mean like them feuding or them feuding with
No,
Mercedes?
them feuding with
Oh
Mercedes.
yeah. Well, it all depends if Mercedes continues to be babyface because
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if I see Chris turning heel again for a little bit because she's feuding with
Mm.
Statland. I mean, she's feuding Ishida right now. Um, I don't know. It's still hard to tell right now because
Yeah,
obviously Mercedes is still heel, and what babyface challengers that we have right now because or what heel challengers do we have right now? Uh, I don't know. It's very hard to tell, but my pick is still Mercedes. She's the
yeah.
safest pick, the easiest pick.
You want to go on the men's?
Yeah, the world title.
So right now it's MJF, and he beat Darby Allin at All In. If you want to start,
Double or nothing.
oh, double or nothing.
I was like
I
all
got
in.
All In on the reign. I ain't even. We got a few more months.
um, if this was a lot more clearer of a direction, I would say Kenny Omega because that was my pick coming out of Double or Nothing. Especially after the Dynamite after Double or Nothing with Hangman and I mean Hangman with Kenny and Osprey talking again. I would like that they did after Dynasty. Uh, this time Kenny coming in and trying to cheer up Will. Um, I would say Kenny. Kenny's my heart choice. But it's obviously Osprey if it's not Kenny. I don't see Mark Briscoe beating him if when they do their program. Because Mark beat MJF last in their rivalry. And then MJF left for a little bit. So MJF is gonna get his win back on Mark Briscoe. I don't see Mark Briscoe winning it right now. And whoever challenges him at Redemption, which is either gonna be Kenny Omega since it's in Canada, or it's gonna be Osprey if Osprey loses to Owen and Swerve wins. Or yeah, I don't see any other option. I don't see any other circumstance. Uh, it's either gonna be Kenny or Osprey that challenges MGF at Redemption. I really hope it's not Mark Briscoe because that I don't think that's a I don't think that's a pay per view program. I don't want it to be a pay per view program. It should be a TV program. Like it should be just be a TV World Title match. But the thing is, with the Forbidden Door match, that's on pay per view. So it's like it elevates Mark Briscoe to like a main event status, just being
Yeah.
involved in like a decision that if his team wins, he gets a world title match. So that means like it feels like that they're building that towards redemption. I really hope it's not, but if it is, it is what it is. I guess.
But
It'll be a
also,
good match.
I mean, I feel like with this cage match, I'll say this:
Uh-huh.
they, you have 10 people in this, right?
12.
Um, oh, I thought it was 5v5.
I thought it was 6v6. Maybe not. Maybe it is 5v5.
I, we have 10 to 12 people.
Yeah.
Let's just say 10 to 12 people. So, um, you know, last year, like going into the match, it was like Darby or not, yeah, Darby, Moxley coming out as like we're going into it as like very important, right?
Hmm.
And then coming out of the match, it was all about Will, right?
Yeah.
Will and Mox. So I'm saying you have these 10 to 12 people where it could just be, they could start something where, we're gonna be talking about a year from now because we don't even know who's gonna be in the match.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it doesn't whatever happens in this match doesn't necessarily need to even though the outcome is going to affect MJF and Briscoe, there could be a indirect outcome where it's like it's going to set this feud and this feud between these people, and then it's going to last for till next year or like for 6 months. There's a lot of stuff that can come out of
Yeah,
this match, so
that's true.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree with
it's
that.
all negative.
Yeah, no, it's not negative. I'm not. I'm looking forward to the match. It's just that I don't know
Mm,
if Mark Briscoe versus MJF, the match that they get out of this for the world title would be pay per view level compared to like
yeah,
a Kenny Omega versus MJF or Osprey versus MJF, because the loser of the Owen is called Redemption for a reason, and it seems like the loser of the Owen might end up facing MJF at this pay per view to like get their last
yeah,
chance at redemption, you know,
yeah,
or like a Kenny Omega, since he's like obviously like not super confident in his abilities. This is his time to redeem himself and climb the mountain one more time. You know, so
yeah,
that's like a built-in like just story just based on the pay-per-view name. But Mark
yeah,
Briscoe also it works for Mark Briscoe also just to redeem himself for like this MJF, like having MJF just walk all over him, talk all over him all the time, and wanted to redeem his character, redeem his image, redeem his like family's like redeem his brother's like legacy, and like it could work any other ways, but we'll see.
yeah.
So I
I think it's gonna be.
guess, huh?
I was gonna say I think it's gonna be Kenny.
You think it's gonna be Kenny? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm not the only one, but that's my heart. That's my heart's choice.
yeah. I'm like you got me convinced that it might be Swerve a little bit, but I
What
think
the wet swerve
uh
that wins the
maybe
Owen?
or
Oh,
yeah, no, Will wins the Owen
oh,
and then
and then
Swerve versus MJF.
yeah, that could happen
I
too.
could see that
That could happen
because
too.
I don't see um I think they would just have to build Swerve to be kind of like he was going into the Kenny and Brody King feud, where
Hmm.
I feel like he's kind of lost his kind of like he doesn't feel as dangerous as he was.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like if he went kind of back to that, that's I would be like more excited for it. And I feel like if that's what the plan is, Will versus Swerve, that's what he would need to be. He would need to be fucking like hanging people to Shane and go back to like the most dangerous man shit. You know
Hmm.
what I mean?
Well, he's
For
been
it to,
uh
but like for it to be kind of exciting because I don't know. I feel like um that kind of gap in between the Revolution and Double or Nothing,
mhm.
I feel like kind of hurt him.
Yeah, yeah, because he wasn't on TV
Yeah,
or like most of the time. Like I don't like he's probably on TV like what 1 or 2 weeks, like on like actual like on like in the arena TV. Like he had like his little vignettes every
yeah,
like with the Bandio thing. He did that like twice, and then he came out for a promo and they brawled, and I think maybe one time other than that between Revolution and that were nothing. It was very small amount of time he was on TV, very
I
little.
I hope they go back to that him wanting power story 'cause that was really interesting,
Yeah,
and I just feel like
that
they kind of
was
dropped it.
they dropped it because Kenny was gone, or and then he was gone, and then they never went
Yeah,
back to the Kenny and Swerve thing. Um, People were saying that was going to be that might be the all in match for them, but we'll see. I guess I don't know. We'll see.
yeah, but I think it's going to be Kenny at Redemption beats MJF, and then Kenny will all in.
I need that. I need that so bad. I need that so bad.
I think they've been setting it up, but I think we're in the spot where whatever outcome we get, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Whether it's if it's Swerve Will, Swerve MJF, Swerve Kenny, Swerve Will, or
Hmm.
Kenny and Will, or Will. The least I'll be excited for is Will and
MJF.
MJF. I think that would
Yeah.
be. I think it would be a really good match, but like I would have to be sold on it.
Yeah. The same. I don't want to see. It's not that I don't want to see the match again. It's just that I don't want to see it at all in again.
Yeah,
even if it's for the world title, it's like I don't know. I don't know. MJF this doesn't scream like all in main event to me right now. Uh like he had a great run before the Darby title win, and then he lost it, and then now he's kind of back to where he was. Like he's not at that same status like that he was earlier in the year because he isn't wrestling much anymore. He's barely even doing promos. Like he's been doing backstage segments, and he had the match versus Roosh, but that was about it.
Yeah,
I don't think he did a promo. Like he basically said no to Mark Briscoe for the match, and this is MJF and Chris Jericho have like the same like type of rivalry structure where it's like MJF belittles the guy he's talking about, and then the guy has like no comebacks for him, and it just drags out until next the week. The guy gets his comeback, and he starts he
yeah,
and then they brawl, and it's very just same old MJF. And he doesn't need another. He does. I don't want to see him with this world title for a long time after this.
yeah,
To be honest,
yeah.
to be
It's just there's
honest,
no there's I feel like he already did all he could do with the first or
he
the second
he
title
beat
reign.
everybody. He beat
Yeah,
everybody already. I don't
so
know
I'm just like,
who
oh,
else is left. He needs to beat besides Will, and he already beat
yeah,
Will a couple of years ago. But
yeah.
I guess I think
I
they're
mean,
1-1 now. I'm not sure.
yeah, Swerve Andrade, and then maybe Kenny and MJF too,
Yeah.
and then like that's all he really has. And that's like big matches too. That's not like weekly TV guys. It's hard
hmm
to besides like random like people.
hmm Yeah, I think he's facing Andrade at Grand Slam Mexico, so that's in next month, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
that's gonna be really good. I hope so. And yeah, but yeah, um, those are our picks for who beats who, for their world title for their titles, and when they beat them because AEW is a very predictable slash unpredictable company. You know, like sometimes they like to swerve literally, and make you think someone is gonna win and they don't, and somebody that you don't expect to win and they win. But I think we have some pretty interesting picks, some picks that can elevate the workers that are involved, like especially the undercard slash mid card wrestlers, Ace Austin, Leo Rush, um, and yeah, uh, what's it called? Uh, anything else you want to add?
Um, Jake Doyle for AEW Champion.
AEW champion.
Get Tony on the phone right now.
He has to get to Takeshita first. Oh man, but this is fun. I enjoy this because it sets up like the thing is some of these sets can set up so much, but at the same time it's like booking is not as easy obviously as people think it is because you got to take into consideration uh like the like who's gonna be the next in line after who's gonna be not the cannon fodder, but like the people who are gonna be wrestling for the titles after just to give the champion some wins because like the who's gonna like the main thing of this is like the winners of the championships like it's hard to explain. It's like what am I trying to say? Like Ace Austin, he's obviously like not someone who has a lot of wins, and he gets a championship match and he wins. So it's like he like this guy we seen him like go toe to toe with Mox and Okada and Osprey, and he doesn't beat them, but he gets pretty far. Like he doesn't get like knocked out within like 5 minutes or
Yeah,
something. Like you would think he would be. Like he goes like 15-20 minutes with these wrestlers, and like he's someone who's very what is it called? Like who's very capable of winning a title at any moment's notice. So like yeah, these conversations are fun. I love like not fantasy booking, but like thinking what's the next logical step uh for like the titles, or who's like up and coming, who's got a built-in rivalry that can benefit off of winning this title from someone, or just giving like these younger guys, or even like people who deserve like these world titles or these titles, give them more time with like on TV, get them more I don't know, just give them just something to do, and give them something to strive for, and just I don't know, just
Yeah.
make the TV better.
And I feel like AEW's roster is so deep where it's like they could just put the world title on most of the roster
Hmm.
and it'd be like, this is cool.
Yeah, yeah, any title
And,
for the most part.
yeah.
But yeah, that was it for us. We had a fun little time making this chaotic idea from another YouTuber. But I should probably like start researching some stuff to make some different types of videos like this, because this is fun today. Oh.
Yeah, man. And we got the podcast name.
What was it? Elite State of Mind? Yeah.
Yeah.
Elite State of Mind. I'll be putting out on our videos. I might go back and change it on maybe I might not be able to, because the titles are pretty long. But yeah, that is it for us today. We do appreciate everybody for stopping by and checking out the video, and you guys have a good day.